Okay.
Yeah. So as I promised you, today in this session, I am going to make you familiarize with your term 1 biology paper. And as all of you know, CBSE has decided to test you term 1 through MCQs, multiple choice questions. Okay? And you know that the weightage of the marks will be theory 35 marks, 15 marks practicals. So 35 plus 15, Ramling, how much? 50. And second term, 35 plus 15, 50. 50 plus 50,
100.
100. So Ramling will be given out of 100 marks. Got the idea? So today, what we do, we will solve the some part of the questions, at least section A. Now look at that. There are overall, and what is important, Ramling, see the time, 90 minutes. Only it is 1.5 hours. Normally you write 3 hours paper, no? Annual exam. For a change,
Yes, sir.
due to corona, 1.5 hours reduced. It is only 1.5 hours. So basically, our biology paper contains 3 sections: section A, section B, section C. Section A has 24 questions, but you need to attempt only 20. So 4 extra are there. Ramling is lucky. Out of 24, 20, any 20, that too. So Ramling has got choice. And in that, one statement will be there. Below, you have got options A, B, C, D. Okay? And you have to pick up one out of the A, B, C, D. Nearest good answer, right answer. And then section 2, that is section B rather, that also has 24 questions, but you have to attempt any 20. Here Raghavendra, you must be careful, section B, because this section contains assertion and reasoning. See, in section A, if Raghavendra has got good memory, he listened to me online, all my classes. Okay, based on memory you can answer. Section B, it is logic. You have to understand the concept, apply the logic, arrive at the answer. That's why it is R and A, reasoning and assertion questions. And that too how many, Raghavendra? 20. Right? Section C?
100.
Section C has 12 questions. Again choice is there. Attempt any 10. In that, what is that, Raghavendra? We say case based questions. One story will be given to Raghavendra about a concept. Raghavendra will be reading the story, and at the end of the story, questions will be there. So 12 questions will be there. You have to answer any 10. So overall, if Raghavendra observes, section A 20, section B 20, section C 20. So 50. So the mark should be 50. I think that will be reduced to 35 marks. Right? Because he says all questions carry equal marks. That means 1 mark each, 50 questions, 50 marks. And whatever you get, that will be reduced to 35. So all questions carry equal marks. And what is important, Raghavendra? No negative marking. So you must attempt all, whether you know it or not. There is a chance factor. What is the chance factor? Raghavendra will take 1 rupee coin. He will toss it, saying that A versus B. But Raghavendra? Raghavendra gets B. Again
Probability, sir.
he tosses one more. C versus D. Raghavendra gets D. One more time Raghavendra tosses B versus D. He gets B. B is the answer. But he doesn't know. He is not sure. But sometimes luck favors the brave. Raghavendra being brave boy, luck favors and he gets the answer. So, since there is no negative mark, I want you to attempt all the 50 questions. Is that clear? Now let's go to the question 1, section A. Before that, let me unlock the room. Yes. Question 1. Which is not the universal rule of nomenclature? Universal rule of nomenclature. Chapter 1. A. Biological names are generally in Greek. B. Biological names are in printed italics. Italics, no? Genus name starts with capital letter while the species name starts with a small letter. Then D. First word represents genus and second word represents species. So which is the answer, Raghavendra?
Biological names are generally in Greek, sir.
Biological names are generally in Greek. Okay. Then
That is only wrong answer, sir.
that is only wrong answer because question is which is not. So D is correct, C is correct. B, what about B, Raghavendra? Biological names are printed in italics.
It's correct, sir.
It is not correct, no? Biological names are not printed in italics, no? We are writing, no? Homo sapiens, H capital, HOMO, sapiens, S small, SAPIENS. Isn't it? I think the answer can be A or B or AB. Because according to universal rule, means worldwide, universal rule of nomenclature, biological names are generally in Latin, Latin word, Latin language, and written in italics. Hence the correct option is biological names are generally in Greek. So answer is like Raghavendra says A. Correct, Raghavendra?
Sir, but option B, sir, here in B the A, sir.
Because option B is biological names are printed in italics. That's correct, no? They are printed in italics.
Yes, sir. But answer is B, sir. Means option B, sir.
Option B. What about option A? It is not Greek, no?
No, sir. Bonus that small letters options are given, no, sir.
Correct.
In that option B is A, sir.
Correct. Option B is the A. Correct. So that means why A? The language in which we write the biological names is Latin, not Greek. That's what I am trying to tell you. Okay? Logic is that. It's not Greek, it's Latin. Okay? Question 2. Golgi apparatus is the site of formation of. Now he is asking function of Golgi apparatus. Is it the enzymes? B. Glycolipids and glycoproteins. C. Lipids. D. Carbohydrates. You know, when we were talking about Golgi apparatus, we talked about glycolipids and glycoproteins. Isn't it? Golgi apparatus is main function is to produce that formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. Right? Question 3. The problem, the phloem. Question 3 is phloem of angiosperms. You know, we were talking about gymnosperms, angiosperms. What are angiosperms? Flowering plant. Phloem of angiosperm differ from that of other vascular plants by the presence of A. albuminous cells, B. tracheids, C. companion cells, D. vessels. So in angiosperms, you know, in phloem particularly, there are specialized cells called companion cells. So gymnosperms and lower vascular plants have sieve cells and sieve elements, while sieve tubes and companion cells are present in angiosperms. And you know the function of phloem. What is the duty of phloem? Transportation of starch. Food. Yeah, food. Starch is the food, no? So from where? From leaves, where photosynthesis takes place, to all other parts of the plant. Correct, no?
Yes.
So the answer should be companion cells. I hope you have got a paper and you are able to write. Otherwise, you will forget. Anyway, I will put this in the group also, WhatsApp group, right? You can do it. Largest mammal is, I think this you know right from 6th class. The moment,
Whales.
blue whale. The moment you see the option, other options you need not see. Luckily, he is giving A as blue whale. And I'm sure you must be remembering 30 meters length and Raghavendra 180 tons of weight. Look at that, 180 tons. Right? Question 5. Ancestors of mammals belong to. So, Chelonia, Therapsida, Selicoidea, Ornithischia. So, which one is this? Classification, animal classification, mammals. Come on, Raghavendra. Answer is B, Therapsida. Therapsida includes mammals, right, and their ancestors, right. Question 6th. Yes, Raghavendra.
Sir, explain this also, sir. This Chelonia,
Yeah.
We can.
Now this is based. Now all these are based on the characteristics. Like ancestors of mammals means we know the characteristics of group Mammalia, mainly presence of mammary glands, milk secreting glands, and other things like tetrapodal, movement of the animal with 4 legs, tetrapodal, development of brain, 4-chambered heart, all this mammal characters. In that we compare these with the list that he is giving. Like if you recollect, ornitho means birds, bird characters, ornithology I said. Like that, the most closest one is the Therapsida, because the characters of animals belonging to Therapsida match with that of mammals. Okay? Understood, Raghavendra?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah.
Sir.
Now question 6th. Earthworms. What do you say? Friend of farmers. Why is it so? All the Raitaru Makkalu, Mannina Makkalu, mud sons.
They
A.
burrow.
They burrow, make soil porous. They are used as meal for farmers. They kill the birds. They burrow, make soil loose. Which one? Any son of a farmer?
D, sir. Option D.
Option D, sir.
Why not A?
Makes soil.
Why,
Yes, sir.
why not A? Because they make burrows, no? And once they make the holes, soil becomes porous. And the moment it becomes porous, first thing is respiration. Respiration is easy for all the microorganisms that are there in the soil. Correct? Second is the penetration of the root. Root can go deep. Suppose this is a rocky soil. You just put some earthworms there. After 6 months, you go and see all the big stones are broken down. And soil texture, we say, texture of the soil will be changed. Okay? So, answer should be A. Their burrows make soil porous. Once the soil becomes porous, respiration will be done easily for all the microorganisms that are like bacteria. In soil there will be a good bacteria present. Second, when we put the plants, like our Raghavendra puts the plants, the root will go very effortlessly because the soil is porous. Next, question 7. In certain bacteria, the glycocalyx is formed into loose sheath layer called as. Where is it? In bacteria we are talking. A. Capsule. B. Cell wall. C. Cell membrane or plasma membrane. And D. Slime layer or slimy layer you call it. So what is it, Raghavendra?
Yes, sir. D, sir.
D. Why is it so? What is the clue that you are having in the question? Glycocalyx. Second clue that you are getting is loose sheath. You see capsule very hard, cell wall very hard, cell membrane correspondingly hard. So it is the slimy layer. So the clue that you are getting in the question is loose sheath. So Raghavendra arrived at correct answer. So this is called ruling out the wrong ones. Rule out the wrong ones even if you don't know correct answer. What remains will be the automatic answer. Okay? Question 8. The enzymes show high activity. Now I think the other day we were drawing graphs and representing it. No? Factors affecting enzymatic activity. Remember yesterday in day or yesterday classes? And we drew graph and we said alphabet U, reverse U. Is it high temperature, low temperature? None of this. Optimum temperature. Which one, Raghavendra?
Optimum temperature.
Optimum temperature. What is the optimum temperature of Raghavendra?
7, sir.
How?
Sir, 37 degrees, sir.
27, sir.
I was shocked. Raghavendra is so cool, 7 degrees. Raghavendra, optimum temperature is body temperature. Correct now? So each enzyme shows its highest activity at that body temperature. And even we plotted the pH, if you recollect from your memory. Optimum pH. What is the optimum pH, Mahesh?
Sir, usually 7, sir.
Why 7?
Because it is neither basic nor acidic.
Acidic, that is the reason. Neutral, correct. Next, question 9. Two cell organelles in plant cells have their own genetic material. I told you, DNA. And when I was dealing with this, I said this is very, very important question. In all likelihood, it will come. Remember? Now, I am sure all of you will be answering in at least 2 to 3 seconds. What is that?
B, sir.
Yeah, B.
B. Yes.
Mitochondria and chloroplast. Because when I was dealing with this anatomy of mitochondria and chloroplast, I told you these are the two cell organelles that have their own DNA. Correct? Next, 10. Which one is the neutral amino acid? Neutral. Just now Raghavendra was telling. Acidic amino acids, alkaline amino acids, neutral amino acid. pH is 7. Okay, I know Raghavendra difficult it is. Valine. Option C, valine is neutral. Okay, and if you see the structure of that valine, they have side chains having pure hydrocarbon alkyl groups or aromatic groups, and they are non-polar. So non-polar means they are charge, neutral, right? Now question number 11, which of the following can be made in your home? Forests, botanical gardens, keys, zoological parks. I have given it as a homework already. Yes, if you recollect from your memory, sometime back, maybe 3 months back, I gave this as your homework. Herbarium also along with this. So answer is keys. So in biology, an identification key is printed or computer aided device that aids in identification of plants and animals, including microbes. Okay? So we are able to identify these animals and plants and microbes based on similarities and dissimilarities. Remember, we said lead. Lead will lead to keys. Right? Question 12. The number of ends in glycogen molecule would be glycogen. How many? 1 equal to number of branches plus 1 equal to number of branch points, 2, one on the left side and another on the right side. Now you need to go for the biomolecule chapter, glycogen molecule structure you have to see. So when you see that after my class, you just go through. Answer is equal to number of branches plus 1. Why? Glycogen is multi-branched and you know it is a sugar, polysaccharide. Basically it is glucose form, and large number of monosaccharides are bonded with each other. So 1 to 4 and 1 to 6 glycosidic linkages will be there. So the number ends in a glycogen molecule would be equal to the number of branches plus 1. That functional group will be there. So at the end of my class, you can just see the structure of glycogen molecule. You will understand that. Question 13. In mosses, the sex organs arise from. Try to recollect. Which one? Foot, leaf, apex, setae, capsule. In mosses. So it is always leaf apex. So in sexual reproduction, you know there are 2 organs in plants, sex organs. Male organ is called antheridia, female is called archegonia. They are produced at the tip of the leaf shoots. There is a diagram also in your textbook. You can go through that. So the answer is leaf apex. Next, question 14. Cyanobacteria. What are the cyanobacteria? Blue-green algae, isn't it? They are classified under which one? Blue-green algae. Plantae, Protista, algae, Monera. Anyone?
Protistus.
Protista. Okay. Next. Monera. Next. Ramling. Because I told cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, you jump to option C, algae. But all of you know, these are Monerians. Isn't it? Cyanobacteria are classified under Monera, kingdom Monera. Why? They are prokaryotic. Nucleus is not clear, no? Correct? Whereas in algae, nucleus is clear. Yeah, question 15. A chambered fruit formed from an inferior ovary and having succulent testa is. Now here he is giving you inferior ovary. A. Pomegranate, B. Cucumber, C. Orange, D. Guava. I think being all Bijapur boys, they will answer easily. Bijapur is famous for that. Which one?
Gavas.
Bijapur. Bijapur is famous for 2 fruits. One is grapes, another one?
Orange.
Orange, huh?
Goa, sir.
Goa. Anybody from Bijapur? Harsha. Anybody from Bijapur?
Bijapur.
You are from Bijapur, Harsha?
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, along with grapes, which is the other fruit that is internationally famous, not just in Karnataka? Come on, Harsha.
Sir, almost all will be there.
Almost all will be there. But in that,
Sir, pomegranate.
yeah, pomegranate, dalimri, seedless pomegranate. So the answer is that. Pomegranate is the fruit which is formed from inferior ovary. And then succulent testa. You are eating, no? The testa in the form of bija. Okay? That's why Bijapur, Harsha. The name Bijapur has come from that. Okay? And each, I think those who have eaten and those who have not yet eaten at least eat, you will know that there are chambers in which the seeds will be there. And Harsha eats daily pomegranate, being a Bijapur boy. but he does not give credit to Bijapur city. Yes, Harsha?
No, sir.
You must know. If someone asks you, being Bijapur boy, you must tell with a lot of proudness, with lot of pride, that sir, my town is famous for two things: grapes, seedless dalimri, pomegranate, along with, of course, Gol Gumbaz and Science School Bijapur. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And fifth one is Harsha. Why Harsha? Fifth one.
Sir?
Why fifth one? Harsha also is famous.
Yes,
Because
sir.
he is also famous.
He is also famous for what? Yeah, future chief of the army, no? Harsha. So Bijapur city will be known by Harsha's name in future. That's why.
Chief Officer, Air Marshal.
Air Marshal, okay, Chief of the Air Force. Okay, very good. Let us see. Let's wait for that day. Okay? Harsha,
Yes, sir.
be prepared for that. Then we move on to question number 16. Intercalated discs occur in. Now, as the name suggests, there should be calcium discs, calcium deposition in the discs between neurons, at the junction of muscles and nerve cells, in striped muscles, between cardiac muscle fibers. So, what is the answer?
Option D, sir.
Option D, cardiac muscle fibers, you know. In between cardiac muscle fibers, there will be junctions which are made up of calcium discs. That's why you have rough stripes and smooth stripes. And that is the reason why our heart continuously works. No Sunday, no holiday. Isn't it? Yeah. The moment it takes holiday, Harsha knows what will happen. So thank God our heart is not taking holiday. What is Harsha? Yeah, move on to 17, question number. The stacks of closely packed thylakoids are called. Remember I told you 1 rupee coin, if you put one above the other, how you get, like that it will be there. We said stacks of closely packed thylakoids. What are they called? A, lumen, B, stroma, C, matrix. Yeah, somebody said. Who is that? Sandeep. Sandeep correctly said. Granum. Granum singular, grana plural. So, one granum is equal to Sandeep, just like a bunch of 1 rupee coins. One group of thylakoids. Very good. Now, we go to question number 18. Many elements are found in living organisms, either free or in the form of compounds. Okay? Which of the following is not found? Sandeep, question is not found in living organisms. Magnesium, 1. Silicon, iron and sodium. Which one?
Silicon.
Silicon. Do you know what is silicon? Sand.
Yes, sir.
Sand. Sand is made up of silicon, no? Like that. So magnesium, you know, will be there. Iron, without iron, no RBC, no hemoglobin. Without sodium, no heartbeat. All of you know. So left out one is silicon. Correct, no? Next, question number 19. All living organisms are linked to one another because all of this, okay, that should have been last. They share common genetic material but to varying degrees. They have common genetic material of the same type. All have common cellular organization. What should be the answer? I think they have common genetic material, but some variation will be there, no? I think B is the correct answer. Correct, Raghavendra? They share common genetic material, but variations will be there. That should be the answer for 19. Next we come to 20. The exoskeleton of cockroach. Actually, cockroach is not there in your syllabus, but why he has asked? Exoskeleton of cockroach is made up of which substance? Already I gave one example, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. How cockroach?
Chitin, sir.
Yeah, chitin or chitin. Okay. The exoskeleton forms tough covering and gives protection against all the environmental conditions. And I told you, Hiroshima, Nagasaki story, including human beings, grasses, everything bombed. But when the scientists observed in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, cockroaches were alive. That is the greatness. Then lot of research has taken place. They found chitin is responsible for that. Okay. Next, 21. Half of the total carbon dioxide fixation on Earth is carried out by algae through respiration, absorption, transportation, and photosynthesis. Which one? Carbon dioxide is fixed. You know, in the question only answer is there. Carbon dioxide fixation. So CO2 plus H2O, photosynthesis. Isn't it? So algae being photosynthetic organisms, they absorb maximum CO2 and release oxygen for us. And since the algae are in water bodies, lot of dissolved oxygen will be there. So thanks to algae for that. Next, our Sandeep's favorite, Project Tiger was launched in, of course, all of you know, 1973. Project Tiger is a tiger conservation program launched in 1973 by Government of India. What for? To increase the tiger population, because tigers are becoming slowly endangered species, no? And they should not become extinct species. That is the reason. 1973. Then again our Sandeep's favorite, edible part of coconut. Which is that?
Endosperm and
Yeah, endosperm and embryo. Answer D. Yeah, endosperm and embryo. Whatever that white one, no, we eat, that is endosperm. And the water inside of the coconut is embryo, cellular embryo. So both the Sandeep will finish it. That is the reason. Come to the last one in the section A. Whales can live in cold water as they have thick coat of A. Keratinized skin, striated skin, blubber, and none of this. I think all of you know blubber. Answer is blubber. Whales can live in cold water as they have very thick coat, and the thick coat is called blubber. Blubber help in providing insulating coat beneath the skin and prevents loss of heat from the body. Like it is, we are wearing jerkin, no? Jersey, whenever we are feeling cold, like that. It is a natural jersey. So blubber is the answer. Now in next class we will answer section B, right? Until then, keep studying, do lot of MCQ practices, right? Take care. Bye.
thank you.
Okay.